Hi, Brad Ward, Ward's Auctions. Welcome to 2020. It is now a whole new decade, first auction for the new decade, which is a really nice little auction we have coming together. Just got out of the cold snap if you're local here, and it was a serious one. Minus 40s on legit temperatures in my yard out on a little acreage on the thermometer, and that is cold. My cats were not happy. We're going to go real fast through the whole sale because everything's on the image gallery. Everything's already on the online bidding by the time you're seeing this. So the descriptions and the pictures are infinitely more detailed than what we can do here. But it gives you a lay of the land so you know what to look for when you're walking in the room. But it's a very eclectic mix. Proper northern coats here with the outer layers. There's decor. This is a Ducks Unlimited miniature signed hood. Kevin Harvick, and of course it's a genuine Ducks Unlimited piece. So that's an interesting thing. Antique furniture, modern furniture. Quite an impressive cedar-lined trunk if you're into the retro. It's not an antique as such, but a retro. On legs, bottom drawer, all the original labels inside. That's pretty cool. Depression-era, chrome-plated torche lamp with the original shade. Again, mid-century modern pieces, walnut and a couple of different designs. These are vintage 1920s clothing, so you're going to want to come and have a little poke through there. This is an impressive little chair, actually. This little cushion was made afterwards. And it's a Krug. I don't think it's in the catalog, but there is a photograph of the mark. But that's an actual Krug chair, which is kind of neat. And there was no... When the owner made the cushion for it, real nice lady out of St. Albert, she didn't molest the chair. This is just the add-on piece that sits on top of it. So the chair didn't get molested in making it. King-size headboards, 3 of them. The wrought iron one we just passed, this slat one here, this fancy one here, those are all king-size pieces. Saddle here, 1920s pieces there in the bedroom pieces. Some good prints and originals. Stained glass shade up here. I don't know if it's I think it's an actual fixture. So it's not just a shade, it's an actual fixture. What do you call these? The Nutcrackers, quality 1920s, bedroom furniture, vanities. Set of Victorian chairs. 2, 4, 6, 7 Victorian dining chairs, including 2 armchairs. And I'm sure they're all an actual set, which is interesting. Stereophonic mid-century, I think it's an auxiliary speaker. Look at 277 on your catalog, and it'll have a stereo that goes with it we don't have. This is a little French bronze. Nice larger set of Hammersley china. Lot number 55. Again, all in the catalog and all so well described in there and photographed. Little Stephen does a great job of photographing everything. There's some brand names in the sale. For as far as furniture goes, you're going to find things like Gibbard and Krug and so on, so pay close attention. This is the funkiest little bedroom suite. We sold it in 2 or 3 different lots. One piece you're not even going to see. Lot number 313 and 314 probably. But the curved sides, it is very, what is it, bed knobs and broomsticks, or it's very, I think it's done by Tim Burton's grandfather. This was probably his doings. Very cool set. And like I said, there's more pieces around the corner you're not going to see. A selection of carpets again. We've been very lucky this last 3 or 4 sales to have quite an impressive selection of Persian carpets and runners, carpets, small carpets, large carpets. This here, I want you to pay close attention to this one, lot number 459, silk. Look at that thing. Like the color and the detail in that thing is awesome! And that one is a silk. And there is a second silk one in this collection as well. There's lots of art glass. That's becoming quite a thing nowadays. So the chalet style pieces. This is a Ladro, I believe, another Oriental bronze. Louis Vuitton, genuine Louis Vuitton. And also you need to pay close attention to the soapstones in the sale. As an example, 284 and 147. Very significant in their size, detail, and the artists that go along with them. So do not discount. Don't think that that's just another generic soapstone. I want you to have a look at this one here. Number 3, actually. It's early in the sale. This is actually the waves of this whale's tail smacking down. And so there's the whale's tail, go that way. The whale's in the water, and these are the waves coming up. Very impressive piece. It's the pictures, I think, might not do it justice, because it's hard to get that 3D visualization in the photograph. So once you're here in the building, for those of you that are local, you're really going to appreciate the detail and the concept on that one. And again, more soapstones in here. So one of my favorites, this guy here, this dancing guy. There's another one, this guy here. That's the most fun little walrus. 564 is the lot number on that one. Scarves, they're going to have some brand names in there. I'm not going to start spewing because I don't remember some of the brand names that are in there, but there's going to be some cloisonné, vintage Christmas, art glass. Take a close look. The other thing I want you to have a close look at is this table and chairs. Lot number 289. Chippendale style, definitely antique. I'm not going to say it's a genuine Chippendale, but it's definitely an antique. Huge, heavy ball and claw feet, the size of bowling balls, 5-pin bowling balls on there. There's 2, 4, 6, there's 8 chairs, all matching. And the armchairs have, we argued about what kind of bird it is, but it's definitely a bird motif handpiece there. We don't know what kind of bird it is. That's not important. The importance is that there's a really cool look to it. A very significant set. So what you're seeing here in the pictures includes the 2 leaves. The 2 leaves are in there right now. And so obviously you can make it smaller, because not every day is Christmas, and take those 2 leaves out of there. So, but again, a very significant piece. Little desk here. What do you call it? Staffordshire figure there, going along with this other one as well. Another soapstone. Again, one of the nicer ones. I mean, we see polar bears. There's no denying that, but just has more. Just somehow there's more character to it, and it just gives a credence to the success of the artist, and just the look on the face, just the simple lines, just makes such a difference. Primitive pieces over here. There's shelf lots. Again, those of you that are used to us, there's stained glass panels up there. I'm moving quickly because I just want to give you an overview of what we have going on. There's original artworks in the sale. There's Inuit art. There is prints. There is Rose Leonard originals. There's a little safe here, a little personal safe that is, we got the combination and stuff. We'll only give the combination and the key to the high bidder, but it does work. Andrew has played with that. There's a little wine chiller that is perfect for under your desk for those of you that have day jobs. Drop front secretary. There is the finial does exist. It's in the pictures. It's inside. It just isn't attached, and we want it to be transparent on that. There's a couple of these saddle maker benches. These are proper Victorian, probably, or at least antique Valentine cards. There's 2 of them, and they've been sort of spread out as if they were opened up and then put into these shadow box displays. Very impressive. I'm hoping there's some interest in those. So somebody that's got a bit of a romantic soul. There's some silver in here, including sterling, and some silver plate. There's some oriental porcelains and cloisonné down there. There's some interesting pieces. I think that that buffalo might be Lalique. Again, don't quote me on that one. So much time goes by that we're cataloging, you forget. And sometimes we're cataloging 2 or 3 sales at a time, and you kind of forget what happened where. But I think that might be a Lalique piece. Let's go into the back room here. Got a couple of big scrolls, big oriental scrolls, more miscellaneous shelves. We can't show you that one because it's partial nudity, and I don't think the internet is any place for nudity. There's some jewelry, of course. Now, what we have a large selection of, let's just scan the cabinet here. Costume jewelry and trade jewelry and whatnot. Watch, probably a couple of watches as we go along. Jade, genuine amber. There's quite a selection of, what do we call it? New old stock. So all of these, 95% of what I'm pointing at here is essentially inventory from a store that was never sold, and then the store got closed down. This stuff sat in a safety deposit box, and the gal has talked to me a couple of times about bringing it in, and it just never happened. Life gets in the way is really what it boils down to. But you see the original retail tags on stuff. So we do have appraisals, and we did have them, and so we used the appraisals to verify the stones, be it ruby, be it emerald. So you can bid with confidence on there, and the carat weights and all that, whatever was valid. But we didn't use the numbers because they were so outdated that the actual values would have been, they wouldn't have been accurate. But we will stand behind, of course, if we say it's an emerald, it's an emerald. Anyhow, that's interesting. Antique pocket watches. A couple to know that I think are interesting. This is a Seth Thomas. You don't see a lot of, at least we don't here see a lot of Seth Thomas pocket watches. We don't get lucky enough for that. The other ones are nice. There's Elgins and all the rest of it. And there's also a gold-cased Waltham in the bottom left of the display here. So again, quite nice. And they're very well described in the catalog, and it'll tell you if it's working or not working. Again, that doesn't justify or doesn't indicate a warranty of any sorts, but it does tell you that if it's working at the time that we catalog it. This pendant does have an appraisal on it. That's about $3,000 if I'm not mistaken on the diamond pendant there. Great selection of smalls. Oil lamps till the cows won't have them. So you're going to see lots of quality oil lamps, painted style, genuine Aladdin brands. So again, you're going to see quite a bit of that. And we've made them in nice meaty lots. You got some that are colorless but turning purple. You got some nice quality crystal, quality vintage ceiling fixtures, Hummels, cups and saucers, Royal Crown Derby, Amari stuff here, more lamps, more silk scarves and other types of scarves. This is group of 7 mostly style prints. I think there's a couple of them at a time. They're buying 2 at a time there. Kimonos and whatnot. Some more vintage coats over there, including some furs, but some neat northern stuff. The kimonos and so on are neat. Brass samovar here. Vintage mixer here. That's cool display. There are some violins. Mostly, I think, if not all, they're child-sized violins. We'll get these cameras opened up because somewhere in here there's actually a pretty decent larger format camera in the sale. Go through the catalog if that's your thing because you're going to find it. Beaded and leatherwork, mucklucks, moccasins, gloves, more oil lamps, stained glass, cow's bells, vintage brass and copper, cast iron, nice heavy cast iron. So this assorted spinning wheels around. These are not tested, but there's a Commodore VIC-20 here and a television. I mean, you were somebody if you had these back in the day. Again, disclosure, we didn't plug them in and test them or anything like that. More Chalet, more China, vintage Kelly Green, more Royal Crown Derby Mikado. Another aisle over there. Bottom line is, local sale, Edmonton, Alberta, 11802 145th Street, Edmonton, Alberta. And that is it'll be in the description, so you don't have to memorize that. Probably, you already know by the time you're watching this anyhow. The sale itself is on January 26th. That's on the Sunday, this 2020. And did I mention it's a new decade? And that'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll open the doors at 9. Most importantly, if you're local, come on the Friday, 24th, from 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock. And come and kick the tires in person. That's the best way to view an auction, best way to do it. I know, God bless you guys that can't do it, bidding online and so on. That's just the way it is. We do our best to describe everything, but it is as is, where is. So those that are local, they can come and see is so much better. wardsauctions.com, the office number 780-451-4549. My name is Brad Ward on behalf of myself and the staff. Thanks for watching, and I really hope to see you at the sale, and happy 2020.